students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss factorization. The fifth one we have here, x into 2x minus 1 minus 1. So this x it is common for both the terms. When you multiply here we are going to get 2x square minus x minus 1. Here we need to take a value, it is coefficient of x square, it is positive 2. B value it is coefficient of x, so it will be minus 1, and c it is going to be minus 1. We have to apply b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac, it should be a perfect square, or it should be a square value. Okay, b we have here, it is minus 1 whole square minus 4 into a value it is 2 into c value it is minus 1. So 1 square the value it is 1, and minus into minus it will be plus. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 1 it will be 8. So 8 plus 1 it is 9. 9 it is a square number? Yes, it is a square value, square number. So it is a perfect square, so it is factorizable. Therefore you can write here x into 2x minus 1 is factorizable. Oh, okay, I will give one more example here. The second one, we have 2x square minus 7x minus 15. So in this condition I can take a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to constant, it is minus 15. We have to apply b square minus 4ac is equal to perfect square. Okay, now we'll check here. We have b value it is minus 7 whole square minus 4 into a value it is 2, c value it is minus 15. So 7 square value it is 49 plus 49, so minus into minus it will be plus. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 15, 8 5s are 40, 4 remainder 8, 120. So when you add 169, so 169 it is also a perfect square, because 13 square the value it is 169. Therefore 2x square minus 7x minus 15 is factorizable. Now I will give another example. Here we have the expression 3x square minus 8x minus 15. Now we have here a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 8, c is equal to minus 15. Now we have to apply the condition here. B square minus 4ac is equal to b value it is minus 8 whole square minus 4 into a value it is 3 and c value it is minus 15. So 8 square value it is 64 plus 64, so minus into minus it will be plus. 4 3s are 12. 12 into 15 we will get 180. So 64 plus 180 will get 244. So 244 is not a perfect square, then you can write here. Therefore 3x square minus 8x minus 15 is not factorizable. Okay, here we have the 19th one. We need to factorize. Here we have the value 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3. We know very well here to find the factors, first we have to take the coefficient of x square and the constant we have to multiply. So 4 root 3 into minus 2 root 3. So first we have to multiply the sign. If nothing is there, plus into minus it will be minus. 4 2s are 8. Root 3 into root 3 you will get 3. So 8 3s are minus 24 you will get. You have to split these two numbers. When you multiply these two numbers you have to get a minus 24. At the same time when you add you have to get plus 5. So what are the numbers here? So I can take here 12 2s are 24. 6 4s are 24. 3 into 8, 8 3s are 24. So I can go with this number because when you add or subtract these two numbers you will get 5. So I can fix here 8 3s are 24. We have the sign here, it is plus, right? So here it will come plus, but we need minus here because we have a minus. So plus into minus, it will be minus. 8 3s are 24, you will get minus 3 plus 8, you will get plus 5. So let it be the first term and the last term, 4 root 3 x square. This middle term you have to split. Instead of 5x you have to replace it as minus 3x plus 8x minus 2 root 3. Now from this I can take the value x common. When you take x common, so the leftover here 4 root 3x minus plus, from this term I can take 2 common, so the leftover here 4x minus root 3. Okay, here we have 4 root 3x minus 3, and here we have minus root 3. Here it is 3 and here we have root 3. So what I am going to do, again I am going to take from this two terms root 3 as common. So 3 we can write it as root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3, it will become root 3 whole square. The square and square it will get cancelled. You will get back to the term 3. So instead of 3 I can replace it as root 3 into root 3. So I am going to write here x into 4 root 3x minus root 3 into root 3 plus 2 into 4x minus root 3. Okay, now from these two terms I can take root 3 common. So root 3x, the leftover here it is 4x, we took 1 root 3, the leftover 1 root 3 plus 2 into 4x minus root 3. Now here we have two terms. In both the terms we have 4x minus root 3 common. So the leftover, the quotient we have to write. Here we have root 3x and here it is 2. So I can write the value root 3x plus 2. Now this is the factors for the given expression. Therefore 4 root 3x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 4x minus root 3 into root 3x plus 2. So this is the final factors. Okay, now we have here 20th one. Given possible expressions for the length and the breadth of a rectangle whose area they have given here, area is equal to 12x square minus 35x plus 25. So this is the area what they have given, the area for rectangle. So area of a rectangle formula is area of a rectangle formula, it is a length into breadth. So here the area they have given 12x square minus 35x plus 25. Okay, first I am going to write here the given quadratic equation 12x square minus 35x plus 25. We know very well here we have to take the coefficient of x square and the constant term, both we have to multiply. So 12 into 25, 12 5s are 60, 12 2s are 24. So we'll get 300. So when you add this you have to get 300. You have to split this 300 into two numbers. When you multiply you have to get 300. At the same time when you add you have to get a minus 35. So here I am going to choose that two numbers as, I can take the number here 20 and 15. Okay, here we need to take minus 20 and minus 15. So this minus into minus, here it will become plus 20 into 15 you will get 300, and as well as 20 minus 20 minus you will get minus 35x. So the first term and the last term you have to carry as it is. 12x square. Instead of that middle term, I have to write here, instead of minus 35x, I have to take minus 20x minus 15x. So just I'm going to write here minus 20x minus 15x plus 25. Now again you have to group the terms. I can take this first two terms. When you take the first two terms grouping, I can take a 4 common, 4x common. So the leftover here it is 3x minus 4 5s are 20. You will okay. Now from this two terms I can take from this two term minus 5 common. So the leftover 3 5s are 15, 3x, and this plus it will come minus because I took minus common here. 5 5s are 25. So again from this expression you can take 3x minus 5 common, and here also 3x minus 5 common. So the leftover 3x minus 5 is common. The leftover quotient is 4x minus 5. Therefore here you can take area of a rectangle formula, it is length into breadth, right? Therefore length is equal to 3x minus 5, breadth is equal to 4x minus 5, or even you can write it as length is equal to 4x minus 5, breadth is equal to 3x minus 5. Both the answers are correct. Okay, now we are going to discuss type 4, difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. Okay, since the product of x plus y into x minus y is equal to x square minus y square. So here the factors of x square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y. We know very well the difference of two squares. I can consider x and y are the numbers. So two squares means x square minus y square. When you are going to find the factors for this, you can just split that numbers x plus y into x minus y. So x plus y and x minus y are the factors of x square minus y square. Now directly I am going to solve the exercise problems. Exercise 5c. Here we have the first one, we need to factorize. You have the term 25a square minus 9b square. You need to remember the first term it has to be a complete square, and the second term also it has to be a complete square. Then only here the formula it is going to be possible to apply it. To make the first term as complete square, first you have to check the numerical values. Numerical value it is 25. So 25 I can write it as 5 square. And we have a square, so I can write 5a. I took square common, and here 9 we can write it as 3 square. So 3b whole square. So this is in the form of a square minus b square, or you can consider it as x square minus y square. The formula here we have x square plus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y. So x we have here it is 5a, and y we have here it is 3b. X square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y is the identity. So I can write 5a plus 3b into 5a minus 3b. So these are the factors for the given expression. Okay, now we'll move to the next one. Seventh one, we have 3a power 5 minus 108 a cube. Now here remember 3 it is not a square number, as well as 108 is not a square number. So what we can do here, if you can able to take common terms, first you can take that value, because that it is going to be gives the idea which identity we have to use to make it as the factors. So I can take 3 commons, and as well as the least value it is a cube, right? I will take a cube. So the leftover here I took 3 common. From this I took 3, so the leftover a square minus from 108, when you take 3 common, just you divide by 3, so you will get 3 3s are 9, remainder 1, 18, 6 3s are 18, so 36 I took already a cube common. Okay, we got 3 a's cube. Here this it is in the form of a square minus b square, because 36 we can write it as 6 square. So when you take a square minus 6 square, 3a cube into this, it is in the form of a square minus b square, it is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. A we have here a, and b we have here it is 6. So just when you substitute here, a plus 6 into a minus 6. So these are the factors. Okay, we have here the 11th one, a plus b whole cube minus a minus b. Okay, just I am going to write the terms a plus b whole square into a plus b. So when bases are same, we can add the powers. Here it is 2 and here it is 1. We'll get back to the power cube, and from this two terms I can take minus common, so the leftover a plus b. From this two terms again I can take a plus b common. The leftover we have to write in the bracket. The question terms are a plus b whole square. I took a plus b out, and minus, if nothing is there, here we can write it as 1. If nothing is there, you can take it as square here. So this is in the form of x square minus y square is equal to x plus y into x minus y. So you forget about that squares, just you have to write like this, a plus b into, we have here a value, it is a plus b plus 1, and the next term it is a plus b minus 1. So this is the factors for the 11th question.